Good afternoon. My name's Chelton, mental health warrior, here to stop the stigma of mental health. Now, a couple of days ago, I did a video about anxiety, of how it affects someone, and obviously there's loads of triggers, signs, symptoms out there. Today, I'm actually going to talk about self-care. Because a lot of people, including myself, I was in those exact shoes. I didn't know what to do to handle my own self-care, handle my own anxiety. I didn't know anything. But after doing some research and gaining my qualification, I thought, you know what? Instead of just what talent is it? What skill is it? You've gained a qualification, Adam. You can't just let it just sit there and do nothing. Put that skill into practice, action. So that's why I've started helping people with their anxiety levels. So today's description is, do you experience any sort of anxiety? If so, what are they, and what method of control or self-care do you need and have in place right now? So yeah, I've got a couple of pieces of paper after doing some research, and I'm going to tell you the top tips. Obviously, there's more out there, but I'm going to give you a few. Obviously, I've got a comment right now. Hang on, let me just see who it is. Hi, Laurie. Hope you're welcome. Please share this if you can with all your friends and peers. Now, when somebody is having an anxiety attack, they don't know what to do. They don't know who to turn to. They don't even know what to say. They stumble the words a little bit. So the first one is talk to someone you trust. Now, not many people actually will go to a professional and talk. So this is why, and this is only me. This is only me talking from experience. This is my point. Everyone's got their own points. I'm just talking about what I did. I went to a professional and they was having none of it. I asked for help. Because I was really, really struggling. And they weren't having any of it. They didn't have any of it. So all that person wants is just somebody who will sit there, no judging, no criticizing, just sit there, even if it means just not even saying a damn word. Just somebody just to sit there with that person and just listen. Whether that person who's having that anxiety attack is talking, shouting, ranting, screaming, crying, let them do it. That is because that's their coping method. That is their coping strategy. And of course, and I'm going to love saying this, I'm going to love it. What better thing than not to worry about what's this next stage, what's this next step this person's going to take? Because at the end of the day, they've taken that step. They have come to you to help. That's first one. So they're basically admitting there is a problem there, and they want somebody to talk to or just to listen to. Because as I say, where there's a problem, there is always a solution. and that's just as it is right now. The second one is you've got to manage your worries. Now, a lot of people worry all the time, and sometimes it can be whether it's they're constantly wanting reassurance. Like me, I've made it standing here right now, and I'm a victim of wanting reassuring all the time. That is a sign of anxiety. That is a strong sign of anxiety. And if you don't want to take my word for it, look it up yourself. Get that advice yourself, because they'll tell you the exact same. They'll tell you the exact same. Constantly wanting reassurance, saying, "Have I done this right? Is that perfect? Do I need to improve on that?" That's constant wanting assurance. How did I do on this video? That's people wanting reassurance all the time. And when the manager worries, you've got to make time to focus on things that you're worried about. I'm going to repeat that. You've got to make time to focus on things that you're worried about. So whether in self-care, so what I do, and when people come to you and say, I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time to do that. I haven't got 5 minutes to do that. Don't listen to that. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say or do, you have always got time. You've got time. Even if it's for 2 minutes, you've got time to do something. Now I'll just freeze there a little bit. Don't know why, so I apologise for that. So what I do is I sit in the bath and I just gather my thoughts. Just have a bit of me time. No kids, no partner, no friends, no phone. Just me. Adam time. That's how I describe it. You've all got your own time. And I'm going to pull up this quote which Laura's just put up because it's absolutely accurate. I tell them there's no problem, only solutions. And that's by John Lennon. And I'm going to leave that up a little bit. I'm going to leave it up a little bit. Now, another one, and I'm going to carry on, but I'm going to leave that quote up there. Another one is, write your worries down. Write them down on a piece of paper. So, like, plan how you're going to act on them to stop yourself worrying. Plan how you're going to act on your worry to stop yourself worrying. Now, if you're awake, say about 2 o'clock in the morning, that's like, because I come across a lot of people that cannot sleep. What to do when you've got stuff on your mind? Go downstairs, so get the hell away from your bed. Come downstairs. So it's just you on your own. Get a piece of paper and pen and write down literally everything that's on your mind. And then what you do is you leave it there. Or you store it in a way, but only you know where that is. You go back to bed. But tell yourself, I'm not dealing with that now. Because right now, I want to sleep. So that worry, I'm going to deal with that tomorrow. That's what you should do. Create a worry jar. So what you're going to do, now it's obviously similar to what I'm going to mention. When I did my course, my qualification, mental health first aid, I came across this piece of paper. And in it, it was this jar, a massive jar. And at the side of this jar, there was a tap. There was a tap. And what I had to do, what the tutor actually told me to do, was in that jar, write down everything, literally everything negative. What's on your mind? Everything negative, not positive. Avoid positive, only the negative. Now, so even if it's a worry, get it down. Everything you hate, get it down. Everyone that's really peeing you off lately, get it down. And then one of them actually mentioned the government not doing enough. So I back down. Laurie, can you still hear me? Can anyone hear me? If I carry on. Did I freeze? Yeah, it froze, Laurie, but could you still hear me talk? Could you still hear me? No, you can. Right. Well, what I said is in this tab, you write down every negative thing there is, and you turn that tap, and it all comes flushing out. So imagine this jar is you and your mind. It's your mind. Turn that tap off, turn that tap on, and it'll all come flushing out like water. Try that. Next one is you got to look after your physical health. Now, that is one of the most important things, self care. And like I was saying, you've got to get enough sleep. So if you're awake at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you've got stuff on your mind you want to sort out, write down or even say to yourself, that problem, it can wait till the morning. And my time right now is I need to sleep. So get yourself some water. Do not get caffeine. Avoid caffeine at all times because that will keep you awake. That will boost your blood sugars up, and that will keep you awake. I know. I do it from experience. This is why I take water to bed from now on. You gotta get enough sleep. So get yourself into a better bedtime routine. So, for example, you read a book. Yeah, bad. Because what you do, for example, if you're on like chapter 3 of a book, any book it is, you put that book down and you're ready to go to sleep, your mind will be ticking at you and saying, I need to wake up, I need to read more because I want to know what happens next in that book. Now, avoid books. Avoid books. Technology. For example, your phone, your iPad, your tablet, your laptop. No, because that'll keep you up as well. The best thing, and this is only, remember, I'm speaking this from experience. I'm speaking what I do. Everyone's got their own methods. This is only me. What I do is I relax. I relax. And what helps me fall asleep, believe it or not, is music. It's music. Or even if it's something boring on the telly, put something boring that you know that's going to bore you, whether you like it, and make sure you don't like it. For example, I don't know. I've got a lot of things I don't like on telly. But hey, it's just me. Think about your diet. That sugary foods before bed isn't going to help you sleep. I know a lot of people, and I'm one of them, that raising children is one of the hardest things that is known to life, especially when they're autistic. So, and there's been times where me and my partner, we haven't eaten all day because we're running ragged on our feet, making sure they're okay. And we're only getting like one meal at a time. So, sugary meals. I always make sure, and I've got myself into this routine now, after 9 o'clock at night, I don't have anything caffeine, I don't have anything sugary. Nothing. Even if I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. But if I'm thirsty, I get myself some water. If I'm hungry, tough. Tough. Wait till morning. Otherwise, you're not going to sleep. Physical activity. Go for a walk. Now, when I've had a lot of things on my mind and I was ready to explode, I just walked out. Went for a walk. Just 10 minutes down the road. That's all. Just 10 minutes. Stay local. Just go for a walk. Walk around the block, if it means it. Do about, I don't know, 3-4 laps around the block. That's what I do. Because believe it or not, nature has a massive impact in a positive way on your mental health, on your especially anxiety, but sometimes even depression. It really does help nature, especially listening to the rain. Now, there's been times where I've been really peed off, and I just laid there in bed, or even sat there in the chair. It's raining outside, and I thought, you know what? Ignore everything and just listen to the rain because it's really soothing. Really soothing. Gym equipment at home and set a time each day to do some exercise. Exercise is massively important because you've got to look after your physical health as well as your mental health. Absolutely. Yeah. Breathing exercises. Find a relaxation video on YouTube. Ignore everything else for as little as 10 minutes each day. Now, 10 minutes is not long, believe it or not, because as the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. Now, I used to really struggle and I was not in a set routine. I wasn't. But then what I did is I got myself into a routine because I was only having like one brew a day and it weren't doing much. What I've started doing now is wake up, have a cuppa, and then I go for a cold shower. One day it's a cold shower, next it's a hot shower, next it's lukewarm, and I go back to cold. Or whether I don't care. I don't care, I'll do it. With cold showers, it actually flushes all the negativity out of you. It really does, and I love it. And after that, I get out. Obviously, do what I need to do, like get ready and all that. Go downstairs, make another cuppa, take it upstairs, close the door on everyone, and I meditate. for a good 10 minutes. Well, I've increased it to 15 now. I do that every single day. Every day. And that sets me for a positive day. Next, keep a diary. You've got to make a note of what is making you feel anxious. So, Laurie, some part of the time, what makes you anxious? Because what makes me anxious is, the list goes on. Are the kids going to be okay? When the kids are at school, are they okay? Try and spot any triggers. So any triggers you've got, put them down in the diary. And then act on it. A photo diary. Now, I've never come across this before. We go to a cafe, and this is just an example. When you go to a cafe for a tea, coffee, latte, whatever you drink, take a picture and then remind yourself, I can do this. Now, I'm going to jump on something with that one. The word impossible. 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 Now, when somebody tells you, oh, that's not impossible, that's impossible, that is. That's impossible. There's no way you're going to do that. No way you're going to achieve. Just look at that word impossible. And what you have to do is one thing, and that is separate the first two letters from the entire word. Separate the first two letters. So you've got I'm possible. Put it down there. Go back to the comments. The state of the world and any worries for my kids and grandkids. Exactly. That can be a worry. But we've got to make it absolutely brilliant for that day. Stay away from the news. That's my recommendation. Last one I've got here. Group therapy. Now, I offer that. So these are the options you could have. Speaking to or listening to others and learning how others deal with their anxiety, which can help. So basically, when I tell my story, it resonates and it has an impact on others and it helps them. And as well, when I'm helping others with their challenges, that helps me as well. That helps me. And meet a member and go for a walk together. Or go for a tea or coffee. Go for a cup at some point. That can really help as well. As well, group therapy. What I've started doing, and I've got a couple of people email me. Obviously, I never get round to doing it, but when I can, I do jump on because they always do. I always double book myself for that time. When the government, I'm just going to pick on that a minute. I know you're going to think, oh, for God's sake, what's he up to now? No, I'm actually going to say this. When they say stay social distant, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it because since March, I have done over 50 videos on YouTube. I've done guests on from all over the world. Canada, Australia, Ohio, UK. And I have never felt so social connected in my life with others. I have got videos planned and booked on and off until March next year. That's how brilliant it is. And to think, just next Sunday, so in 9 days from now, I will be celebrating my 1 year anniversary from when I uploaded my very first YouTube video. That's a success I've done. So there is hope out there. Now, you can do this. There is no such word as impossible or can't. Things will get better. You are not alone. All you need to do is reach out. Or somebody will talk or listen. You're all loved. You're not alone. And you're all worth it. I'm going to go back to that Laurie's comment from John Lennon. I tell them there's no problem, only solutions. There is only solutions. And on that note, I'm going to end this. Apologise in advance for the technical issues I experienced throughout this video. But what I did come across is I never quit. I never quit. I carried on. And on that note, keep going. Because you're stronger than you think. And you're loved more than you know. And you're braver than you believe. Carry on, guys. I'm going to end this broadcast now. Have a great day.